So the first one here is a single arm dumbbell bench. Core is going to be tight, pressing straight up. Left shoulder and hip staying down on the bench. We're going to do 10 to 12 reps and then switch arms. So this is a stagger stance or single leg sit to stand using a bench. If you want to make it harder, you can always hold a weight as well. So if you're not going to do it single leg, you put a foot out in front. This gives you just a little bit of stability. The further away the foot is from your body, the more challenging it is, the closer it is, the easier it is. You're going to lower yourself down, sit all the way up again. If you want to use a weight, you can always hold onto a weight or dumbbells. To do a stand, you can do 8 to 10 per leg. So this is a weighted physio ball sit up. You can use whatever says weight you want or no weight, completely up to you. But the weight's going to be down kind of in this area. Arms are going to be straight. You're going to sit up, push it overhead, lowering back down. So with the physio ball, it's a little bit easier. So you can probably do a little bit heavier weight, but the weight's just kind of floating up here. If this is too easy on a physio ball, then you can also do it flat on the ground. But I recommend doing this way and going for about 30 or so reps. So we got walking lunges. We're going to do forward and reverse. So what we're going to have you do, so you're going to lunge down, rotating side to side, keeping the core engaged. Really try to focus on not letting this lower body move or wobble. Everything is nice and square. And reciprocally step all the way through. Head's neutral, rotating side to side, keeping the core nice and engaged. 8 forward, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll do reverse, same thing, you're here, rotating side to side. And when you step back, it's a full reciprocal gait pattern, so you're not stepping to your foot and then stepping back, you're cycling all the way through. So leg extension machine of some sort. You do it with both legs, or you can do single leg, or you can kind of work on alternating between single leg and double leg to kind of challenge the body in different ways. If there's no sort of leg extension machine that you can use, you can do some sort of squat by emphasizing putting a little bit more weight towards your toes to kind of get the glutes or the quads a little bit more activated versus the glutes and hamstrings. Just a dumbbell tricep kickback, keeping that upper arm pinned into your side. Just extending and squeezing that tricep backwards. Holding it for about a good second or so. Do about 12 to 15 on each side. And then right when you finish that, you're going to do kind of a superset, which is called a dumbbell bench dip. So you're going to kind of find a bench. Fingers are going to be pointed forward, hands on here. You're going to drop your hips down. And you're going to rep out 10 quick ones. So you don't need to go super deep like this. It's just nice, short, and shallow. A little bit of an explosive movement with the triceps there. Core one, we're going to do a physio ball rollout. You can also use an ab wheel if there's an ab wheel of some sort. So I just kind of want you rolling out, get into that position, and actively pulling yourself back up. You can kind of go further and further. But I want that pulling action of you engaging your core, bringing yourself back in. About 12 to 15 reps. So lat pull down, leaning back ever so slightly, big chest. Pulling those elbows kind of down towards the hips. Bring that bar down to your chest. Let yourself get that good full stretch at the top so you're not engaging the entire time. Let those shoulder blades come all the way up. Pull all the way down. 8 to 12 reps on this based on how heavy you want to go. If you want to go heavier, you can do less reps. If you want to go a little bit lighter and do more reps, that's what I would do. So dumbbell or kettlebell RDLs here. So really hinging, pushing the glutes back, driving the hips forward. So this is obviously a double leg one. Not bad to do those. There's also the position B one, where one leg is slightly forward, favoring the side of the leg that's forward, pushing that hip forward. And there's also the single leg RDL is one. So kind of mixing up a variety of some sort of RDL to get those glute and hamstrings activated in that hinging motion would be perfect. About 8 to 10 reps if you're going to do single leg per leg. You can do double leg, about 10 to 12 reps. So we're going to do a kettlebell wall turn with the kettlebell at your chest. So you're going to be back here, 1 foot back on the wall, and you're rotating side to side. The head's going to stay nice and neutral. Core is engaged nice and tight. Maintaining balance, rotating side to side. 10 rotations. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch legs, do both sides. Bicep curls of your choice. So we can do dumbbells, and based on equipment that you might have, kettlebell, dumbbell, banded, whatever you want. But I would mix up bicep curls with your palms up, so you're kind of working those big bicep muscles, and also like a hammer curl style, so you're also working the forearm, wrist, doing that kind of brachioradialis muscle as we're going through there. So you can kind of mix it up a little bit between regular bicep curls, 10 to 12 reps, and also some hammer curls. If one day you do hammer, the other day you do bicep, regular bicep curls, that's fine. If they have an easy curl bar, you can also stack that and use a bar to do curls that way. Bird dog row, whatever hand the weight is in, that same knee is on the bench. Opposite hand is holding you up here. That leg is kicked back, keeping that core nice and tight. You're trying to stabilize all of this here. Using that core, really engage. And you're gonna row the weight up. 10 to 12 per side, and then you're gonna switch. Some variation of a hamstring curl, whether it's a prone hamstring curl like this or a seated hamstring curl, based on whatever equipment is available. You can do these. If there's no equipment available to do this, I'm going to show you a physio ball hamstring curl. So this is a physio ball hamstring curl. You're going to put your legs up on the ball, and what you're going to do is you're basically going to kind of do a glute bridge, but you're going to curl the ball in. The further you go, the harder it is, so you can actually even get up onto your toes. So I'll show you the first one here. So hamstring curl, pulling the ball in here, and you're just going to hold yourself up in kind of a bridge, curling the ball in, holding yourself up on a bridge. To make it even harder, you curl it in, and then you go up onto the toes. That's going to really kind of stress those hamstrings a little bit more, as it's going to really get those activated. So glute bridges, you can use this as a bench. You can use any sort of little rack that they might have or table. You can also use a physio ball like we've used, but just a straight glute bench where you're really activating the glutes, bringing the hips down, driving the hips up. You're not just kind of rocking back and forth, but the hips are dipping and the hips are driving and extending. About 12 to 15 reps when you're doing something like that. Kettlebell plank pull through. Nice flat back, keeping the core engaged. Pulling across in a supported plank position. You do 16 pull across, so 1, 2, 3, 4.